I'm a high school veteran. And from what I've heard, in high schools around the United States, there are several things that can always be counted on. This is a list of 4 things that can always be counted on in high school. Number 1, the cafeteria food is always horrible. Most people know someone with a horror story that surrounds school lunches. I lasted 2 years choking down chicken patty burgers that were more often than not cold, and pleading with lunch moms to ration me more barbecue sauce and mustard packets than they were allowed to give out before my traumatic incident. I have my own horror story, of course. It was a day like any other. I sat down at my table, unwrapped my chicken patty, I bit into it, and had not chewed more than 2 seconds before my mouth cracked down on something hard. I spit the bite out, and there before me in the chewed portion was a tooth. It was not my tooth. Number 2, there's always a stupid dress code. I'm not talking about the ones that are Puritan in nature, where you're not allowed to show your shoulders, you know, like I am right now. Are you turned on yet? And belly buttons are the devil. Cleavage is a nay-nay. And you might as well just put on a whole bunch of sweatshirts because you know what? It's just better to be safe than sorry. I might as well just wear a Snuggie the whole time to cover everything up. Night will laugh Snuggie. I have not personally been so lucky as to be sent home for my clothing choices, and I've worn some tops that would definitely have qualified for an inspection of some sort. How I got away with it is beyond me. I'm talking about bans on the most bizarre of outfits, nutty, crazy looking things that defy the social norms of the era. I can say that my school once banned people from wearing footy pajamas. You know, the onesies that zip up from the foot to like here. And I'm fairly certain that my stint 1 year as Miss Martian was the reason they banned face paint. Number 3. Most of the school subjects they teach are unapplicable in real life. I have been out of school for 2 months, and I have yet to perform trig hand. 30, 60, 90. The time we spent on trig hand in math class made it seem like I would be partaking in trig hand related shenanigans on the daily. And this frustrates me greatly because I could have been doing other things with my time, you know? Literally anything would have been preferable to that. I would have taken underwater basket weaving 101 over that. And where the hell am I going to need to know exactly what iambic pentameter is? This is too hot. Ugh! I can't tell you how to use the night sky as a compass, but thank God the quadratic equation is beaten into my skull so darn frequently. My biggest hatred was really only for math class, or math-based classes, actually, and I still harbor a lot of resentment towards it. I'm working through my issues. Number 4, the congested hallways. Oh my God. At least twice a week, a random security guard would make an effort to correct the congested hallway problem by blocking traffic direction in a hallway going one way, completely inconveniencing everyone that had a class in that direction, and causing mass panic because, God forbid, you arrive after the bell rings for the next period. It's like the 8th deadly sin, and it's honestly not that big a deal if a student is a few seconds late. Get over it, please. Anyway, basically a high school hallway is the equivalent of a mosh pit at prom. There's like a movement, flailing limbs, and shoving, and your personal bubble does not exist. Ever. No. At all. No. Anymore. No bubbles. No. If you like this video, you can click my face to subscribe, and there's a link in the description to all of my social media if you're into that stuff. Bye!